It's good, YouTube. We got a video from my dog, Kirai. You know what I'm saying? My dog, Kirai. As always, you'll pre-file a little like. You know what I'm saying? And we have a video on that time Savitar terrorized Team Flash. Those of you who watch CW Flash, you know it's absolute cinema. For some reason, I can officially say I know people who don't like the show. But before I met people that didn't like the show, which, I mean, it sounds common sense, but I would have never thought there was people who didn't like this show. Like, this show was like that. You know what I'm saying? And we got the time Savitar terrorized Team Flash. So always check the comments down below. Say comments link down below for the Discord com. That way you're notified every time we post on YouTube, every time we go live on Twitch, every time we go live on YouTube, and communicate with fellow members of the community. But without further ado, this is like an interesting video. It's already in the reacts. Let's just get straight to it. Talk to me.
Cuz was a fucking, bro, he was dead, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on feet.
Something was wrong with him.
Good Lord.
If he wanted you out of there, he'll go do it himself on
He tried to run, bro. He said, get back.
Something was wrong with him. That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
And nah, this nigga was a demon. This nigga was a devil.
Nigga was the devil, man. That nigga was the devil, man.
People keep talking about Zoom, like Savitar isn't right there. He isn't the best villain in the entire series. Savitar is a better
Savitar did have more emotion, so I'm not going to disagree with these. Zoom was just more terrifying when he first dropped, but Savitar in general has more emotion.
Reverse Flash than the Reverse Flash.
What?
Yeah. Wait, what did you say?
Savitar is a better Reverse Flash than the Reverse Flash.
No, Reverse Flash was him in this genre, but he did have motion.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
Because you don't understand. Peep game. For the entirety of season 3, Barry is just chilling and shit. He's actually having the time of his life after season 2. He goes out to investigate the same cult that gave Wally his powers, and after defeating their grand wizard, Alchemy, the entire genre of the show changes. Usually this show gives like a lightning trail to show how fast speedsters go. Savitar was going so fast that he was invisible to speedsters. He ragdolls every guard.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. He has motion. He has more aura to him because they dropped Reverse Flash earlier, which I think they should have done, but I don't think they should have fleshed him out so early. I think they should have dropped Reverse Flash, then dropped some other villains like Zoom, like your Savitars. Same order as now, but Reverse Flash just kind of terrorized him and him figuring out how. You get what I'm saying? I think that's the method.
In the room before Barry could blink, pins him to a wall and starts cooking. Since he's imprisoned in the Speed Force, only speedsters can see him. So to Joe, he's being levitated by a phantom. But to us, we know he's being violated everywhere across the city at once.
What's happening?
I don't understand. The suit's tracker must be malfunctioning.
That's good. That's good aura lives, especially because, spoiler alert, Savitar is Barry. Had to pause in case you just heard the spoiler alert. But it does upscale. It was a good upscaling point in the series because later in the series they start saying things like, oh, I searched the whole city. Barry, it was just 2 seconds. Yeah, I can search the city in seconds. They start doing stuff like that, which does make the writing a little less consistent. However, it is good to note that there's a speeding.
Functioning. It says he's appearing and reappearing all over the city at once, and that's impossible. He can't be moving that fast.
Well, if he can't,
Barry is getting his ass beat like Savitar came back from a 12-hour shift at Tuna Castle. He lets Barry's body slide across the ground just so he can catch it, pick it back up, and go back into the time portal, gang. This is not your average speed.
He grabbing at it like he Broly.
The ground just so he can catch it, pick it back up, and go back into.
Shout out to bro right here, bro. So he got in the lab, got in shape, started boxing, bro. Shout out to bro.
Time portal, gang. This is not your average speedster. This is. I'm just saying, he's clearly faster than all of them combined. As inconsistent as the Flash writers are. And I know that he's in prison in the Speed Force, so maybe that gives him a boost, but it doesn't even fucking matter. Eobard Dawn literally channels a whole different negative Speed Force. Get the fuck out of here. In the first appearance, he has blitzed everything in every season to come. And you know what really grinds my gears? Retarded Flash writers that should have been put out of a job. Rewatching the Flash is like receiving a lobotomy, but hey, the one good thing I liked about the show was
some of the writers suck.
Who doesn't make an appearance till like
Switch the Metro Man doing the little.
Who doesn't make an appearance till like 8 episodes later, yet still.
My fault, chat. It was me the whole time, bruh.
He doesn't make an appearance till like 8
fully
episodes later.
turned
Yet
down
still
my
haunts the
headset.
entire team's dreams like goddamn Freddy Cougar. Licking Wally's toes at night before having to sleep. Slightly moistening all of Barry's socks. Moving around Caitlin's toothbrush to places she knows she didn't put it. Shit like that. Like weird shit like that. This puts the entire Flash team on edge so much that they decide to have a seance.
I would be
using
too.
Caitlin's newfound art. This puts the entire
Why is LeBron gooning?
Flash team on edge so much that they decide to have a
What's
seance.
happening,
Using
man?
Caitlin's newfound archaeologist boyfriend, who Savitar uses to give the most spine-chilling monologue of the entire series.
You thought that Dawn and Zoom were your biggest foes, but it's me.
The monarch of
It's
motion.
always been me, Barry.
There's really layers to this shit because at first it's corny, like he's calling himself a god and saying he's literally.
But then it starts getting terrifying.
Zoom.
Like he can actually
Kanye
back
shit, you
this
know what
up.
I'm saying?
Iris, trying to show that you're not afraid, but I know you are. I'm sorry that you have to die, but it's you or me.
Oh. He's on his Kanye shit. Yes, Savitar's entire reason for existing is good old domestic abuse. And when you throw Iris West into that sentence, it's more like a favor to the audience. I have been waiting, hoping for the day that they threaten to kill off Iris.
Y'all fucking play too much. Why y'all got Barry smiling at Iris's death? This is like the pure definition of
Because they hate her, bruh.
Like, I'm dead ass serious, guys.
I'd rather gunpoint, but psychopathic mad god is just fine by me. People say she got bad around season 3. I didn't like this bitch from the start. I hate the idiotic trope of the reporter girlfriend to the superhero that thinks she's important. Who genuinely...
I don't have any beef with that trope. I fought with Lois Lane. I didn't like MJ in the Spider-Man games, but Iris was cool. The problem with the writing for The Flash is they have Barry have better chemistry with every other woman present on the show. They give him another girl inverse who like is completely irrelevant. As like a general Flash fan, not too deep in the comics, it was like, oh, she's not on his team. This is who you want to be in a relationship with. You know, you don't mix business with pleasure. There's their own storyline they can go. If they have him with her, he eats the pepper for her. He's getting over Iris because Iris is with somebody else. Cool. But I feel like shackling together two characters that are like main characters kind of just makes it easy because it like traditionally pretty much every character in the show has some love life in some way, shape, or form. They don't have to be in a relationship, but it can be, you know, explicitly said or implied that it sucks. It's hard for them to get in a relationship. They're too busy to get into a relationship, etc. But if Barry didn't get with Iris, mind you, she was Iris, so it was like, according to the comics, he'd have to get with her, but they've already changed so much from the comics that it wouldn't have been crazy. But it's like, if he doesn't get with Iris, Iris has to get with somebody else. So it's like, it just saved them character development and plot line to have him shackled down with her for the rest of the series. But I do like that, you know, he liked her from the beginning, so it was a good relationship. But he had good chem with Patty. He had good chem with the girl from the beginning who became Dr. Light, like her variant. He had good chem with even Danielle Panabaker's character, Caitlin Snow, right? He had good chem with Felicity, but you know, she's an Arrow actor, so it's like obviously that wouldn't work, you know, unless they wanted to do like a long distance thing, which kind of could work, drop little hints throughout the shows, improve the engagement with people who watch both shows to like figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they just decided to go the easy route.
Genuinely wants to hear Iris, the love interest, talk about anything ever.
I'm the Flash.
See, that's
No, Barry.
You are
We
not
are the
Flash,
Flash.
Barry.
L writing. L writing.
Wally gets all moody and bitchy, takes the Philosopher's Stone, one of the pieces that imprisons the Savitar, right before they figure out what to actually do with it. And this dumbass throws it directly into the Speed Force minutes before they figure out that's exactly where Savitar is. He's been playing the team like Amanda Lynn from the start. After dragging Wally into the Speed Force to replace him, he crawls out of this portal like a Mars demon, explains that he gave Wally super speed just to take his place in the Eternal Prison. The way Savitar just broke his ankles like a Harlem Globetrotter has him
actually
confused and
nasty.
discombobulated. He gave us a very simple step-by-step guide. They have a scrap
Because he'd be easier to manipulate than Barry. One of him or Barry has to die because he's a Barry duplicate. They both can't exist. They have the same like Speed Force signature probably. They got their powers in the same way. You know, one's faster, one's slower, but regardless of that, they're the same person. But Wally's a completely separate person, which makes him the perfect candidate to take his place. That's dumb fire. That's a good tech.
After he exits the portal, but it's nothing too serious.
I like that Wally was like better connection with the Speed Force. I like that was a plot line. I like that he made a Lotus with it. I don't like that plot line wasn't visited again, but
it's very obvious that he's not as fast as when he's in the Speed Force, but the Flash is still getting embarrassed. Even put a London Lance through homie's chest. Now, again, he doesn't show up for another 6-7 episodes. For some reason, Killer Frost starts working with Savitar. It's not really specified why. I guess it's because he looks like Barry, which is not in any way a reason. Barry figures out that Savitar is him, confronts him, has that entire emo, shitty conversation. And honestly, this is the bad part of the character. Not the fact that he's a time remnant or a clone, is that he talks so fucking much. Now, to stop the prophecy of Savitar killing Iris, thus creating himself, they hide Iris on Earth 2. They didn't tell Barry, so there's no possible way Barry could remember. Thus, Savitar can't remember. But Savitar just runs into the room with his back turned, asks where Iris is, which no one should tell him anyway if the whole plan was for Barry not to know. Like, was that the whole plan? This show thinks I'm retarded. He goes to Earth 2 and spanks Wally
terrible writing.
Speed, breaks his legs and throws him in time.
I remember this, yeah. The alternate Wally, he had him in a wheelchair. This was also a convenient way to not have consequences, like multiple Earths. Like, oh, let's just have something happen here with this version of the characters, because now if something goes wrong, it doesn't affect the main continuity. You're not slick, pal. Holy, bro. Bloodshot, boy. Oh, Lord. What Unc Money gotten himself into? Dog, 2 hours of sleep.
Easily kidnaps Iris before Barry even knows what happened. They all pull up to the preordained location for the final round of ass whippings. Savitar throws his wife around, bitches him a little bit, and rage baits him into using the speed gun, which would have maybe worked if he didn't have a legendary item equipped, the Philosopher's Stone. Savitar tells him that out of every timeline, this is where Barry gets cooked the worst. Watching his wife get hit with the back shot of doom, only for it to turn out to be the H.G. Wells. They reunite over his warm corpse, head over to the future newspaper to see that Iris now writes the article instead. He kidnaps Cisco and forces him to make a device that splits him between past, present, and future, making him essentially an omnipotent time god. He's trying to upgrade from slightly questionable fraud to a legitimate time game. And Barry tries to legitimately talk no jutsu Savitar for like 10 minutes of the episode. They try to talk it out, work it out. How can we all live in harmony together? And honestly, I do not understand why they can't. Iris is not worth all of this bullshit, but he doesn't agree. So he gets Caitlin to freeze this speed demon, the time race, who, you know, come after speedsters, could be stopped by ice blast. That's crazy. She then hits him with a split.
They do try to make this plot point that ice is like the ultimate counter, just because when you reach absolute zero, molecules stop moving. So physically, it makes sense. The problem with sci-fi is it makes sense to a point scientifically, and then you have to turn your science brain off, because if you don't, it becomes an impossibility. You're not supposed to approach it, you know, as if it was purely science.
Into the Speed Force portal, but Jay Garrett pops out, leading to a scene where all the speedsters on Team Flash have a foot race.
Walk him down.
He's in a show about speed, leaving these niggas in the dust, even clotheslining the competition with these advanced moves. He's about to mollywop Cisco when Killer Frost sends a blast away for some reason. She's such a flip-floppy, stupid fucking character.
Yeah, that can be annoying, I ain't gonna lie. It'll be close long. I'm telling you, Savitar was dead.
As Barry on the floor, dumbfounded, but as if he couldn't do this the entire time, he runs around Savitar and phases into his suit. So is he faster than Savitar or not? What the fuck is going on here? Did the writers watch the last scene? The last episode? Do the writers watch the show? Actually, do the writers read the script that they just wrote? Because he vibrates and completely destroys the suit. How is he violating you this entire time? If Barry beats his shit in, hits him with a sturdy haymaker, and Savitar says,
Kill me, you become me. Either way, I live.
No, that's not how that works. Barry decides not to kill him and walks away, which is new for Barry. He kills a lot of his criminals. I don't know why they're
only killed that guy, to my knowledge, and then he like gets mad about the fact that he packs people up,
acting like this is like his standard. But as soon as he turns his back, Savitar goes for a seat and gets shot in the fucking spine by Iris. Why did you do that? What did she do that for?
I thought it was my goat, Joe West. always carries that
You're
blade.
making everything that she says for the rest of the series completely invalid about not killing. Also, Savitar is faster than bullets. If it was the case that he couldn't just dodge things that were behind his head, right, then the way to beat Savitar was just to set a turret up that auto fires as soon as he steps into a room.
To be fair, that's how bad the writing is, though, because that caught Barry with the crossover with him and Oliver, where he like hid the arrow, so he catches the arrow and then they fire from behind him. Because they make the claim that they're not always in flash time, they have to activate it. But like that claim is invalidated multiple times because he's the Flash. It'd be stupid if they have that claim stay the truth throughout the entire show. But he does slip on marbles while he's running in super speed. If he's running in super speed, he has to be using flash time or else he trip over everything. But for some reason he didn't see those marbles. It's like a bunch of little stuff like that. That's like, okay, that doesn't make sense. They're very inconsistent about when flash time applies.
They could have did that a million times while he was walking around Star Labs with maybe tranquilizer guns and then put him in the cell that dampens powers if they really wanted to go the pacifist route, which they obviously don't even actually care about. It's such a disappointing way to go out. It was kind of dramatic when it dropped in 2016. But right now, watching this shit, I wish I could say I felt apathy. I'm mad, actually. Even with the shitty CW soap opera writing, The Flash had the potential to be something at least tolerable, but they did every single character I love from the comics or any other form of media so fucking dirty. In the last episode of the entire series.
That's why I don't watch it all the way to the top, because they turned it to a Power Ranger thing, right? Like, what am I looking at? I know this guy. They introduced him to go with Caitlyn. This is the girl who was messing with that one version of Wells, Nash. I think that's what he was called, because she looked like his daughter. Caitlyn. This guy's with Killer Frost, not Caitlyn, unless something happens in the series. Nora's back here, which again is a problem because she's from the future. It's a bunch of little stuff. Iris with her speed. You know, that's Cecile in the costume. They do make Cecile mad strong, I heard. But like, I stopped watching, bro, because it gets to a point where like the writing genuinely just spirals out of control.
Series, like, to wrap everything up, they have every female character in the entire series just beat up all of the main villains. Like,
what the hell? Oh my God, no way,
Like, where's the logic, bro? If only it was this easy this whole time, bro.
Cecile, who has empathy powers, is flying to defeat some enemy. When did that? How, if you would like me to suffer through actually making a comprehensive season review of the show, then say so in the comments. Like, subscribe, and
I'm angry at myself.
W Zuko push. Shout out my dog Kirai. This is my first time actually seeing his profile up close. It's tough, bro. The art style, I ain't gonna lie. It's giving like Total Drama Island just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's a lot more like simplified, but it's fire. It's fire. With the taper. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all boys for watching. That was another banger from the dog Kirai. About the time Savitar terrorized Team Flash. As always, appreciate y'all boys for watching. Make sure y'all stay happy, healthy, and hydrated. And I'll catch you guys in the next. Peace.